The ultimate beginner's guide. What do you need to know before AR-45? So, you just started Genshin Impact, and you're grinding your way through the adventure ranks. But wait, before you hit AR-45, there are some crucial things you need to know. In this guide, I'll show you how to level up efficiently, the best early game characters and weapons, what to farm, and what to avoid, and how to get the most out of your primogems as a free-to-play player. Let's go! Adventure rank or AR determines your progress in Genshin Impact, and while you might be tempted to speedrun to AR-45, you need to be careful with your resources. Here's what you should focus on. 1. Stick to the main story and world quests. This is because Archon and character story quests give a lot of adventure rank experience. Side quests, commissions, collecting chests, upgrading statues, and more also gives adventure rank experience and primogems, but not as much as aforementioned methods. 2. Do not waste fragile resin early. Save fragile resin for AR-45 above, where you can farm guaranteed 5-star artifacts. This is because although you can see a 5-star artifact on the reward screen of level 80 domains, you can actually only get it by chance, unlike domains that has level 90 enemies. Use natural resin for weekly bosses and talent books. 3. Avoid over-leveling characters too soon. Level 60 or 70 characters are enough for early game. Focus on leveling 1 main DPS and 1 to 2 supports. Who are the best early game characters and what are the best free and early weapons? Don't waste resources on bad choices. Best early game characters that are free to play and beginner friendly. 1. Main DPS picks. Kaya, who's a great free physical DPS. Noelle, who can be a DPS and a free healer if you lack supports. And the underrated Anemo Traveler. They can dish out large Anemo damage in the early game whilst dishing out physical damage. They can also extend the duration and AoE of elemental status of enemies with Swirl. 2. Best support or utility picks. Barbara if you need a free healer, but avoid over-investing. Traveler can be either Anemo or Geo depending on your playstyle and needs. Lisa, surprisingly good for electro reactions in early game. For wish characters that you might get by wishing on the novice banner aside from Noelle are Bennett, Fischl, Sucrose, Xingqiu, Chongyun, Diona, etc., and you may use them however you like. Best early game weapons. Prototype Ranker. This is a sword weapon that is great for Kaya or Traveler due to its main stats being physical damage. Prototype Archaic, a claymore weapon that is strong for Razor, and if you're using Noelle as a DPS, you can use it temporarily on her too. Now, for the 4-star gacha weapons. All the Favonius weapons are good for energy recharge characters such as Bennett, Xiangling, and Traveler. The Widsith, a huge burst damage for Catalyst users. Dragon's Bane, great for Xiangling if you get it. Now, you may be wondering what to farm and what to avoid before AR-45. Farming is the biggest trap for new players. If you farm the wrong things too early, you'll be wasting your time and resources. So what do you farm? 1. Talent books. Start farming for main DPS and supports, but prioritize the talents that could maximize their potential on your lineup. For instance, Bennett's burst for support, and Kahia's normal attack for DPS. 2. Ascension materials. Only farm what your characters need. As mentioned above, only level up to a level where your characters can carry you on exploration and bosses. Like level 60 and 70 for the early game. 3. Mora and Express books. You'll always be short on these. Now, what else do you avoid before reaching AR-45? 1. Artifacts, except Gladiator, Wanderer's Troop and Berserker sets, only farm at AR-45 for guaranteed 5-star drops. This is because when farming on level 80 domains, 5-star artifacts are not guaranteed and therefore your resins would be wasted most of the time. And when you get any artifacts, it's best not to throw them away. You'll get Gladiator, Wanderer's Troop and more artifacts when you clear bosses, so there really is no need to solely farm artifacts this early. 2. Leveling up too many characters. You should stick to 1 to 2 teams, and I recommend 1 character for every element for exploration and early game abyss, namely floor 1 to 7. Now, you might be wondering, how to get the most out of your primogems as a free-to-play player. If you're F2P, primogems are your lifeline. Here's how to spend them wisely and get the most value. 1. Do not exchange your primos on the standard banner. This is a permanent banner and there really is no need to buy blue fates, and limited time characters cannot be found here. Save for limited banners by purchasing the pink fates. You can get blue fates per 10 levels on Gnostic Hymn, ascending characters, and other means. 2. Prioritize limited 5-star banners. Best to save for top-tier DPS like Hu Tao or support characters like Raiden Shogun. Use intertwined fates, the pink ones, not acquaint fates, the blue ones. 4. Earn primogems efficiently. First, by doing daily commissions quests, You can get 40 primogems a day, but don't forget to claim additional rewards on Catherine for the additional 20 for a total of 60. Second, events. It's the best way to get free pulls. Also, don't forget to claim additional primogems on the test character screen. And lastly, Spiral Abyss. You can get 300 primogems per floor until floor 7. I recommend coming back for the monthly resetting floor 8 to 12 once you have sufficient teams built, and by then, I recommend you also go challenge the theater. And that's everything you need to know before hitting AR 45. Follow these tips, and you level up efficiently, avoid wasting resources, and get the most out of your primogems. If this guide helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more Genshin tips, and comment below what AR you are right now. See you in Teyvat.